This image that you see on the background of this video says a lot. Let me break it down for you. You see several crosses in the background, which are used on tombstones. It's a Western practice. Now the cross is an axe, refers to the beast, but it's also used to signify Christ's victory at the cross when Christ was crucified. So it's used on tombstones, which is a hint that the individual that passed away will be resurrected soon. Okay, so it's a tradition. You see this wealthy businessman with 2 bags filled with cash. And he's about to enter his grave. And the spirit of death, which is the fallen angel Thanatos, points to his right side, which is the left for this businessman, and he looks to the left and he sees garbage cans, or bins, you can say in British English. And he sees sacks filled with euros and dollars. There's even a reward in it and some gold here and there. He understands the message. All that money is worthless. You are about to die. And after you die, you'll be in Sheol, where you have no consciousness until Christ returns and resurrects you. And when Christ resurrects you, because you're not born again, you vowed against Christ, you'll go to the lake of fire. So those decades of intense relief that you got, it's all over. It's all garbage eventually. Now, there are many in pagan Christianity that use this image or image that looks like this to say, oh, you better prepare for heaven, 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 heaven. They always talk about heaven, while God wants you to live on the earth. Now, we as believers, we ought to be operative on the earth. And during this temporal body of ours, we will have to deal with money. That's a daily reality. We understand that. But we do not put our trust in money. Because we know that the bodies we're in are temporal and that we will receive a permanent body when Christ returns. Nevertheless, we value each day and every second we are in this temporal body because we use the bodies we are in to glorify Christ. Now, why am I showing you this picture, believers? Because this is the fact that most worldly people don't want to think about. They don't want to see that the worldly treasures, I'm not talking about earthly treasures, like gold, silver, or a plot of land, because those are earthly treasures. Talk about worldly treasures. A worldly treasure is an imaginary benefit that you hold on to. Because money, those euros and dollars, are just cotton or paper with Masonic art printed on it. That's all it is. But we associate psychic rewards with it. So worldly treasures are psychic rewards. Earthly treasures are actual real things out there that you can use. We aren't even allowed to hold on to earthly treasures by the Most High, let alone worldly treasures. There's nothing wrong with an earthly treasure, whether it's a plot of land or a lot of silver or gold or physical resources, as long as we use it for God's glory and we don't rely on them. Worldly treasures are imaginary because they don't exist at all. Worldly people, they crave psychic benefits. Respect is one of them, money another. It's all about being validated. Now, all that validation that they strive and fight for, it will cancel itself out the moment they exhale their last breath in this body. Because the next time they'll be awake is when Christ returns in their immortal body. And what is there left of all those psychic benefits or psychic rewards? Nothing. Even the wizards that rule this world are horrified when they see commoners, chasing after all that validation that doesn't last. You have natural treasures on the earth that will last, and you can use them for the benefit of your community. But then you have worldly treasures which are fake, which are psychic, which never last, because they're not real to begin with, but worldly people chase after them. Some are very successful in chasing psychic benefits, but then the moment comes, they realize, oh dear, I have to depart from this body soon. And I'm a spirit being. I always deny this during my lifetime, but what's going to happen to me afterwards? Then they're going to look back on their lives and they're going to see all the years in their youth and also in their 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s that they've wasted chasing psychic benefits. You have earthly treasures and you have worldly treasures. Believers shouldn't even be involved with worldly treasures. Earthly treasures, we don't gather them, but we may receive them from Christ to use for His glory. Do not chase worldly treasures. Never! Be at peace.